Hello and welcome to the month in review for the month of October 2013. I know we just had a big review video, but this one covers a bunch of interviews that I didn't have coverage of. In this edition, we will cover the beta, the moon announcement, a few interviews, the Ghost in the Machine art exhibition, and more. But first, let's briefly cover what happened in September. September was a pretty slow news month overall. We learned about the Duke MK44 and Thunderlord, we thanked Bungie, saw box art, and most importantly discussed the thank you video Bungie put out. From that thank you video, the things that we actually learned were two new abilities, a blink and a melee attack, both most likely for the hunter. Videos done in September were videos 35 through 40, with the analysis of the thank you video being number 35. So now let's move on to October. In case you've been living under a rock, beta and a loose release date were announced for Destiny. Spring 2014 is the release date, with the beta coming some amount of time before it. To get into the beta, you either have to win a code from Bungie via their random posts, which, let's be honest, is not happening, or if you're in the US, you can pre-order from Amazon, Best Buy, GameStop, or Walmart.com. If you're not in the US, check bungie.net/where-to-buy to check your specific region. When you pre-order, you get a key, punch that in at bungie.net/beta, and you got yourself into the beta. Guns revealed on the Destiny drawing board include the Silver Dollar Mark 35 shotgun and the Conduit F3 fusion rifle. For more information on either weapon, either click on the annotations or check videos 42 and 45 respectively. The mystery of the moon was slightly more uncovered with the moon trailer and Bungie's weekly update for the 18th. As usual, Destiny Updates goes crazy with his analysis, so if you want some very detailed coverage of the moon trailer, check his out. If you gotta run out the door and you want something quick, I cover the moon trailer and the Bungie update in a few minutes. In short, the moon was the main communication junction between Earth and the rest of the planets during colonization, but when the aliens attacked, well, you can take a guess. The Hive now inhabit the moon inside the Hellmouth. The Ghost in the Machine exhibition featured quite a bit of Destiny concept art. The official link to the website is in the description. The most notable piece of art was this one, a picture of an enemy with the name Asaru. We don't know how this enemy relates to the world of Destiny just yet. Some think it's an enemy race, while some think it's a boss. For a great rundown of all the art from the exhibit, check the description for Hylebos' forum post. He goes over every single image from the event. There were quite a few interviews done at the end of October. I covered one, but I figured it would just be better to cover the rest in one video instead of making 5 videos. First, we'll quickly go over the Destiny Your Questions Answered video. Space travel? Still working on it. This will be expanded on in a few minutes. Weapons start as design specs, then concept art, then it goes through the proper approval process. If it's approved, the 3D team goes to work. Civilian life for a Guardian? You won't really experience it. Environment size is described as such. Each Destiny destination is estimated to be the size of 2 to 3 Halo Reach missions. Exploration? Yeah, there's a lot of it. What about difficulty? If you're good at games, they will challenge you. If you're not so good, they'll take it easy on you. The next interview was a continuation of the IGN video done on the website. Let's review the questions and answers. Are there any other classes in Destiny? Answer: they completely dodged the question. Does currency exist in Destiny? If not, how do weapon and armor drops work? Answer: yes, currency is gained from completing missions and killing enemies. The tower in the city has vendors for you to buy and sell stuff. Destinations are built for replayability, and there will be a reason to return to old places. Do we have access to the entire world map, or are we restricted in any way? Answer: Bungie wants players to be able to explore the areas the artists have built. Because of everything there is to do, there's plenty of space to cover. A very, very graceful dodge of the actual question asked. Can we go to every planet in the solar system? Answer: they've only spoken about the Earth, the Moon, Mars, and Venus, and do not comment any farther. Will competitive multiplayer have vehicles? Answer: maybe, maybe not. Last question: can you play in small parties of friends, or are you always grouped with a combo of strangers and friends? Answer: well, Bungie has never said that you would be grouped with strangers ever, except for public events, which are only a very small portion of the game. You can play solo, with friends, whoever you want to play with. The next interview was done with DeeJ on destination.org. Let's check out the questions. Is there split screen? Answer: that's not an announcement that we've made. What are factions? Answer: it's a product of human civilization and a component of multiplayer. You'll learn more during the beta. What's up with the theater mode or otherwise recording gameplay? Answer: no announcement has been made. Blah blah blah, we're excited about the PS4 share button. Is there a collector's edition of Destiny? Answer: maybe. Personally, I think it's inevitable. I'd be shocked if they did not have a collector's edition. Vehicles, are they earned, built, bought, or all three? Answer: everything in Destiny is earned. Are you going to use the Kinect or PS4 touchpad at all? Answer: we're working on it. Is space combat going to be a thing? Answer: nope. Will there be cross-gen character saves? Answer: we need to see how current and next-gen systems cooperate first. The last question we'll skip because it's covered in the next video, which is by PlayStation Access. The first question was about the Moon trailer, where they explained that the Moon trailer was actually footage of a strike, which is a one-time repeatable event in Destiny. Next was about the term exotic, and as most of us know, exotic basically means rare. Each weapon category, primary, special, and heavy, will have their own exotic weapons, and we will also have exotic armor. Next was about vehicles. The Sparrow is the ground hoverbike seen during gameplay, and everyone will be able to get one and will be able to customize it. The next was about playing with friends. They explained that there are no barriers for those who want to play with each other. Quote, if I'm new and you're 6 months down the road, we can absolutely share missions together. PvP was next, and they explained that PvP won't work like a typical MMO PvP realm would. There's no time during the game where you have to PvP. You will always have the choice in what you want to be doing. Last, they discussed guilds and clans, but the only thing said on that front was to use Bungie.net. There's been no confirmation or denial of guilds or clans. And now for our final interview, which is on IGN, which is a sort of continuation of the first one. First, space travel. Basically, your ship is the mechanic behind flying between planets for story missions. However, I'm just going to quote them here. Quote, we're not making a space sim where you're flying through the stars. So, like I imagined, your ship will essentially be a fast travel from planet to planet. There will be little clips of you landing once you get to your destination and whatnot, but not much beyond that. You'll also be able to upgrade your ship, but I'm not sure what the point is if you barely ever see it. Next, PC. They realize people want it for PC, but they don't want to spread themselves so thin. This is the first time for them going multi-platform, so they don't want to push it. Finally, microtransactions. You will not be able to buy power in Destiny. So once again, as I thought, if microtransactions are in the game, they will most likely be cosmetic only. That means stuff like weapon skins. IGN also posted a much bigger interview today, which I will cover very soon. This month's podcast covered the moon, but it mainly covered the technical aspects of building the moon, where they drew inspiration from, etc. There's a lot of technical jargon being thrown around and not too much about the game, except for the information about the moon trailer being footage of a strike mission. If you're into all the technical stuff and interested how they built the moon, go check it out. But if you were expecting info about gameplay and gameplay mechanics, there's not a whole lot there. Trading card codes. If you have not entered them already, there are 14 total now, and they are all in the description. Go to bungie.net/beta and punch them in right now. If you have no idea what these codes are, nor what they do, don't worry, because no one else knows either. Not too much of a Datto's disclosure this week, although personally I'm getting really tired of only hearing how fun this game is in every single interview since June. Really would like to see more. This might be a poor comparison, But Titanfall is coming out in March 2014, and people have a very solid idea of what to expect with that game. With Destiny, I often just see a lot of confusion among people who are new to the game because there's so much that's going to be in the game, and if Bungie could make it more clear to those kind of people what to expect, it would only benefit everyone. Another game that I have my eye on is WildStar, which is an MMO, and they are also releasing in spring 2014. They just announced plans for live streams, videos, and a whole bunch more, so I hope Destiny takes the same approach in the next few months. That is it for the month of October. Be sure to check out my Extra Life charity stream on November 2nd starting at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, where I'll be going all day and all night. If you haven't donated, $7.77 is a popular donation, and if everyone who watches this video donates that, we'll raise about $7,176,822.66, which is still really far off from our goal of $100 million, but, you know, it's a start. Twitch.tv/itsdatto is the stream link, and I'll be playing a whole bunch of stuff. If you want to play with me, I'll pretty much only be doing PC gaming, so make sure that you have Gary's mod with TTT, which is Trouble in Terrorist Town, Prop Hunt, and Gmod Tower all ready to go. I'm down for doing some all random all mid on League of Legends as well, Trials Evolution, Sonic All-Star Racing, I'm going to be trying out the Mighty Quest for Epic Loot, so all those games, prep them, because we're going to play, we're going to have fun. And if you don't have a beta key for Destiny yet, you should definitely consider swinging on by. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the stream.